Long ago, at the foot of the Himalayas in India, there was a quiet ashram nestled deep within a forest. The wise sage Kanva raised a girl named Shakuntala as his own daughter, a child born of the celestial nymph Menaka and the holy hermit Vishvamitra. Surrounded by deer and peacocks, and growing up as if in conversation with the flowers, Shakuntala blossomed into a gentle and beautiful young woman. One day, King Dushyanta of Hastinapura wandered into the forest while hunting deer and found his way to Kanva's ashram. There he saw Shakuntala watering the flowers, and her beauty and kindness captured his heart completely. The two were drawn to each other, and before long they made a sacred vow together in the ancient tradition known as the Gandharva union. Before returning to his kingdom, the king placed a precious ring on Shakuntala's finger. "This ring is my promise," he said. "Come to Hastinapura with it, and I will welcome you as my own." Shakuntala treasured the ring dearly and waited with all her heart for the king's return. One afternoon, the stern hermit Durvasa visited the ashram, but Shakuntala was so lost in thoughts of the king that she forgot to greet him. Feeling slighted, the hermit declared, "The one you think of so fondly will forget you entirely." When her friends pleaded with him, he softened just a little and said, "If you can show him something he remembers, the spell will lift," and then he departed. With her father Kanva's blessing, Shakuntala set out for Hastinapura. But as she crossed a river and dipped her hand into the water, the precious ring the king had given her was swept away by the current. She went pale with worry and searched the surface of the water, but the ring was gone. When Shakuntala arrived at the palace in Hastinapura and came before King Dushyanta, the spell had done its work. The king had no memory of her at all. "I am your wife," she pleaded, but her words could not reach his heart. Shakuntala stood before the court, deeply hurt, with no way to prove who she was. Left alone in her sorrow, Shakuntala looked up at the sky and wept. Then the clouds began to glow, and her mother Menaka, a celestial nymph, appeared and gently carried Shakuntala away to the heavenly realm. Everyone in the palace watched in silent wonder at the extraordinary sight. Sometime later, a fisherman along the Ganges caught a large fish and was astonished to find a glittering ring inside it, the very ring the king had once given to Shakuntala. When the king's attendants brought it to the palace and placed it in the king's hand, every memory came rushing back to Dushyanta all at once. The moment the ring touched his hand, King Dushyanta felt the full weight of his love for Shakuntala and the deep regret of having turned her away. He sent messengers in every direction to find her, but Shakuntala was nowhere to be discovered. The king carried his sadness quietly, thinking of her for a long, long time. In the heavenly realm, Shakuntala gave birth to a healthy little boy, and she named him Bharata. Raised among the wise sages of the heavens, Bharata grew quickly into a child of remarkable courage and strength, admired by all who knew him. Even as she cherished her son, Shakuntala could not forget the king she had loved in the world below. Through the grace of the gods, King Dushyanta was at last brought to Shakuntala once more. He took her hands in his, tears falling freely, and asked for her forgiveness with all his heart. Shakuntala forgave him, and together with their son Bharata, the two were united again. The three of them returned to Hastinapura, and the whole kingdom celebrated their reunion and the arrival of young Bharata. In time, Bharata grew into a great and beloved king, and his name came to shine across all the land of India. Shakuntala's love and faithfulness became a timeless story, passed down with warmth from one generation to the next.